August here, guys, Harvest Moon Mountain. We're with Caribou Bill, and we are cutting a tree down between a cabin and a cabin. Got our buddy Ryan and Jason. We're doing a favor for our buddy Jason. Bill, what kind of cut do you want to do when you're kind of going between cabins? And it's obviously, look at all the limbs, it's leaning towards this cabin. What kind of cut do you like to do?
I'm going to do a plunge cut, and since it's going that way a lot, I'm going to face it kind of away from where it's going. We'll put a wedge back here. Okay. And on this side, just behind the face, I'm going to leave like 2 inches of wood so it can't release and go back there.
Okay.
So, and don't forget too, people, that this pine is very soft. We're not cutting hardwoods here, it's pine, so the steering wood on it isn't that great. So, all right.
All right, Bill, let's see what you can do. He points his chainsaw in the direction he wants it to go, which is right there. He plunges right through next to the cut.
Couple wedges here ready.
So it doesn't sit back on you?
So don't sit back.
He puts wedges in just so the tree doesn't go the wrong direction.
So we have enough room to drive it in. Don't be the one to open it.
So Caribou puts a nice shorter wedge in, just so if it's too long, it'll drive into the holding wood and it won't help us at all. That way, if it wants to go the other direction, it'll sit on the wedge.
I'm going to start from here and go that way. So if it does start to pull that way, it'll help control the cut.
Okay. Oh boy, see how it's sat back on the wedge? That tree would have went backwards. And we're gonna see what Bill does with the wedges. And yes, he doesn't have his safety gear on. We're just doing a couple of trees, even though you should have it on all the time. But we'll see this tree actually go in the opposite direction just from the hits. Look at this. And since he made the face cut in the proper way, it's going to go the exact direction he wants. Look at that. From going backwards to... Good job, Bill.
That's what we're looking to do right there.
That would have went backwards, huh, Bill?
This wedge was here, and it sat back on that wedge.
Yeah.
That's why I left a lot of steering wood over here, so it won't release and fall back that way. You got to remember, if you leave too much steering wood, you can't get it over neither. So that's another thing. There's a fine line. It really is.
We actually, on video, you can see it actually sit back on that wedge.
Could you?
Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to go.
Then I'm proving my point. One time at work, I did a plunge cut, and we were going to push it over with a piece of equipment. So I left a cut down here, and you could see the excavator struggling to push it over, and you could see all this stuff split, and over it went. So this does work. This trigger wood does work.
Ryan, this one actually sat back, and did you see it?
At the top when it happened.
Oh, you were? Okay. All right. So this is why we do this. And if you're cutting white ash and stuff, when you start cutting from the back and it's got some lean to it, it's going to split and kill you. That's why we do a plunge cut.
All right.
So don't barber cherry on you.
All right, guys. Well, that's how you cut a tree between two places, cabins, houses. I mean, you can see that would have went backwards on a house. Thanks, Caribou. Good job.
See you guys later.